It's your girl, call me Kaya. I'm the president. He's currently on his phone right now.
Making sure the motherfucking number is right, okay? Because club exit on the way, you know what I mean? We making sure that advance check came in so I can go to Turks and Caicos again on the taco floor with the taco meat out. Yeah, we getting money. So this was 2014, and I remember No Flex Zone was, and I hate that. I still don't like. I love Rich Rumble. That song. If P we just hit me off of here. If something hit me off here.
Hello guys, it's your girl, call me Kaya. Welcome to Flava in your ear. I am here with my man Alec for president.
Yeah. How y'all feeling, nigga?
How are you feeling?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So what's this I hear about Club X?
Okay then, we got a new project. We got a new project coming out called Club Exit. What's today? July 7th?
Yes, it is.
Just got the cover art today.
You can't see it?
Can't see it yet. I spent crazy money on it. I'll show you behind the scenes.
Okay.
Top classified. Club Exit on the way. Ratchet music. Inspiration from the teen parties. A4P on the way.
You got a release date?
I don't yet, man, because I kind of want to do a different rollout. So what I had told you, I think last week, is I wanted to drop it in about 3 weeks, which the music and all that could be done in that time. But I'm also thinking like I could probably make this bigger than what I've normally done for a rollout. And one thing I've learned from, close homies is that once that rollout, that first initial rollout, you can never get that back. Like people can hear your music whenever, but you can never get that press run back, that initial press run. So like, I'm really not relevant as far as music videos go. So videos might be on the way. A little bit more promo than what I'm used to doing might be on the way. Just to tickle y'all a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Just to tickle a little bit. But Club Exit is definitely on the way. It's a heme summer.
Okay. Today we are going to be reviewing Jayme Shaye's album deToxic. Cincinnati local, Cincinnati queen.
Yes.
We're excited, so we're going to jump right into it. Alright, so we are here to highlight two of our favorite songs that were on the album. It was 12 tracks all together, but we're going to pick a song a piece to show which ones that we thought were the best.
Yes.
So which one are you going to choose?
It was hard to make a decision. It was honestly hard to make a decision. So many heaters on here, man. But I went with Two-Way Street.
Two-Way Street.
Two-Way Street.
That's
is
the
what
fourth
I went
song.
With. Two-Way Street, which is number 4.
Yeah, on the track. So we're going to take a listen now.
Kind of a voice.
Naked in the kitchen, cooking breakfast for a nigga, probably cheating on me. But I don't care, he paid a bill. He put some money in my pockets too. Something about the way that he be feeling on me. So I let his BS slide. I let him do just what he wanna do. It ain't love, I'm just dumb. It ain't real, I just feel like I can make him to a better man. I know I can. I can. I got patience with you. You've got no patience with me. It ain't a two-way street. I need a two-way street. You would never let me get away with what I let you get away with.
That was Two-Way Street.
That's hard, bro. That's
Song
hard.
number 4.
good. That's good.
She wrote that just. Oh, that was beautiful.
It's like the perfect driving music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it
like
sounds
over like a sunset, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's 7:30, 8 o'clock, you know, summertime, driving. This is what I'm going through right now, you know.
Gotta get it together.
These are the thoughts that I'm having after what I did this morning, you know, and you know, I'm just a solo dolo driving.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And this is how I feel. This is how I feel. Like, it set the mood. Yeah, definitely.
It is. It's the mood. My song, which if you follow me on Snapchat, you already know that this is my song. But I'm going to choose the one right before it, number 3, Cuddy.
Cuddy.
That's my jam.
Cuddy.
Which is why she needs to let me at the barbecue.
Send them RSVPs, man. Send them RSVPs.
You only fuck me when you drunk. I only come when I'm on top. You only give it to me when you feel like it. Never when I want that shit. Only give it to me when you got the time. Never when it's on my mind. Ooh, baby, baby, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, 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 ooh. Baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby. Hey, hey.
Percussion, it
was just smooth. Yes, it was just smooth.
Yeah,
but that was Cuddy. That's the 3rd track on the song on the deToxic album.
Yeah.
We are going to be right back. We're going to jump into these categories. Alright, so we have 5 categories that we're going to be talking about for this project.
Yep.
The first one is going to be vocals. The second is going to be production. Then we have artistry, visuals, and collaborations.
Mm-hmm. Stay tuned.
Do that.
Stay tuned.
What he said.
Pilot Jones, hey. Tonight she came stumbling across my lawn again.
Alright, so we are back with Flava in your ear, talking about deToxic.
Yeah.
Allen for president.
Yeah.
So we're about to start our categories. The first category that I want to talk about is her vocals. Since we know, you know, when we do singers, we do vocals, and we do rappers, we do content.
Right.
So I personally really enjoyed the range that she showed on the project. I was getting a lot of Jill Scott vibes, I feel like, in a lot of the tracks. Like, a lot of the same, like, Jill Scott type of flow, like, especially in Gap Teeth. I could really hear that a lot.
Yeah, I think it's, because I think the typical thing to do is to go with, like, the Keisha Cole and Kim Michelle, stuff like that or whatever, but I heard a little bit of Melanie Fiona, I think, in there as well. But she hit good ranges, and it doesn't seem like she hid behind auto-tune either. Right. You know, like, Jayme really has a strong voice, and I felt like she vocalized. She showcased it. You know, she did a really good job of showcasing it on this tape because the voice matched. It just meshed so good with the instrumentals, like.
Yes.
With the production on it, it was just so soothing to hear.
Yeah,
you know, and it also showcased that she can actually sing.
Right.
You know?
I saw her live a couple of times.
Yeah.
And she sounds the same, which is a big deal.
And that's gonna take you to the next level. Yeah. Last time I saw her, she had a band behind her, and it was even more. You know what I mean? With the right sound equipment, you can really tell that this is her voice sonically when you hear it in the car. When you hear it with headphones on, you're going to get the exact same thing, if not better, when she plays with it in live. And that is very important to be successful.
Especially to be, you know, like you said, to take you to the next level. Because regardless of, like, Beyonce, example. A lot of people do not like Beyonce, but they respect her because you know that when she goes on stage, you are going to get that song live.
Exactly.
Like, it's the exact same thing.
Exactly.
So it's like, that was really important to me because a lot of singers, especially local singers, they rely a lot on effects.
They rely, reverb.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Reverb, delay.
They rely a lot on post editing rather than like their actual voice.
Exactly.
So I appreciated that.
I enjoyed it a lot as well, man.
Same.
It's a very strong voice.
Yeah, because she was able to showcase, like, yes, I can, stretch my voice this far, and yes, I can, do those little tiny high keys, and I can, really sing from my gut. So I fucked with it.
When you have like a long hiatus, just because I've known Jayme Shaye from like years back, not too long, not kids or whatever, but from several years back. When you go on that long hiatus, it's important for you to, when you do come back in and you come back to the surface, to say, hey, here's me and here's all of me and it's just me. I might do this feature, but I'm not going to hide behind features. I'm not going to have a lot of people, rapping over these songs or whatever. I'm going to showcase you while I've been gone this long. I could have been working on this project for 3 years, 2 years, 6 months, a month, 2 weeks, whatever the case is. But that showcases that at the end of the day, I can do this sonically, as far as from a vocal standpoint concerned, and writing standpoint, I could do this on my own. Yeah. And here's who I am right now. So
and I think it's a big deal because she's doing, she did that and she's doing wonderfully. Like she has so much love in the city, and it's like, so she did it correctly.
Very strong,
very strong vocals.
Very strong.
I love it. All right, but that's what we got to say about vocals. We'll be right back. We're going to come back with production.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second.
Yeah.
Two-Way Street decided to start playing.
As it should. Yeah.
Okay, so
come on, creep on in, player. That you player from the Himalayas? Come on, Two-Way Street.
We are back. We've been back for a couple minutes of some technical difficulties. Jayme Shaye project decided to just
sneak back in,
start playing,
make an appearance into the room.
They're like, just so you know, I'm here.
Right.
But we are going to talk about production, which we kind of can't really go too into detail because the producers weren't listed or the engineers weren't listed, so we don't know actually who worked on that side of the album. But as far as the production of the tape, it was seamless. It flowed very smoothly.
Right.
I love the organic instruments that were in there that you can hear. It definitely makes a difference.
Right.
And she rode the production very well.
Yeah, and to me, I think it speaks volumes just because the production and then the mix as well. I'll go and sneak that into there. It was just so. It was really good. It sounded like industry ready. You know what I mean? I think we're breaking that barrier, especially on a local tip already, but. The quality of it just sounded so good, and we were talking and to me personally, with Makai saying it sounds seamless, I don't know if one producer made it, a group of people made it, but it sounds like whoever did it, whether it was multiple or just one person, we were in the same room. Yeah. And I think that speaks volumes just because, again, it flowed so smoothly. One of the main times that I listen to the album is in the car, and it's like, me personally, my personal taste for music, I like to have something I can just ride to, and and the whole thing can just flow together. I know some people are like, every song sounds the same or whatever the case is. I felt like everything and every track played its part, but everything was just equally equalized, compressed, whatever you want to say, like the master, everything was really seamless. It flowed really good, and it felt good to listen to it.
And if she did do multiple producers, that just then goes back to speak about the industry quality of it, because a lot of people don't realize that that's how the industry works. You may have 3 producers on one song, let alone an entire project, and they're all together working together to make the best project, the best piece of music. So if that was the case, that just speaks to the professionalism of it all.
It does. And then when it's all brought in together, when you do that final master, whoever did it, it's like, it sounds really good. So production wise, I'm going to give it a very strong, 808, I mean, not the 808, but the bass lines are really good. The synth bass that were in there, the regular acoustic bass that were in there were really good. you know, claps, kicks, and everything.
Her accent sounds really on point.
Right, that too. You know what I mean? The percussion, like, I think that's one of the reasons I like Cudi so much, because the hi-hat, the way the percussions like mesh with each other and they dance with each other, it's like, and I'm just, you know what I mean? And then I don't, and you know, when you have like somebody doing like almost a soulful R&B track, or when you know where the energy is coming from, like a frustrated woman who's dealing with this guy who's trying to, relieve herself from this guy. Yeah. I'm not normally supposed to be
bouncing, right? You're supposed to be like, you're supposed to be like this, like
right. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm hearing Cudi, and I'm like, okay then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think the production was great. It was really good, good.
We're good. I was a big fan of it, and like, this was a really big shock to me because, like I was telling you earlier, I didn't initially like the project. Like, when I first heard it the first time through, I didn't fuck with it, but not because of anything to do with her talents or the production at all. I just don't think the project was for me. Right. I've been in a relationship for almost a decade. Like, right. I'm in a very happy place, so it's like I didn't really resonate with the content of the album. Right. But then Cudi got me. It was that. And then I came back, but that just speaks to the strength of the project, because that one song made me then come.
From an R&B standpoint, especially from a female, you're never gonna lose per se. Period. To come from that like angry, frustrated, I'm dealing with these dudes
because everybody has been through it.
Because everybody can relate to it. So maybe I'm being biased, somewhat knowing a background a little bit what Jayme went through and what was going on and who she's talking about and she was referring to. Yeah. But it's like, it's one thing to talk about it and you're going to get the kudos for it, but then also have that personality with it. Yeah. Makes it just that much more better. So timing is everything when it comes to music, and when it comes to listening to certain things, you know, then it's whether it's the different seasons, you know, some things, sometimes you can listen to something in the wrong season. It's
and it's
hold on, wait a minute, that's not the mood I was on. It's like you said, you're in a happy relationship, this might not be for you or whatever, but you know, I think it speaks volumes as well, and me and Kaya both agree that, you know, from the outside looking in, we entered Jayme's life.
She definitely
she was able to capture it with the production and everything, and brought us in to say, okay, here's what I'm going through. Sit here and be in my shoes for a second.
Yes, I could almost hear her emotion. Like, on a lot of the songs, like when she was singing Two-Way Street, when she was singing Reasons, when she was saying Blessed Night, you could hear right. So it's a dope project.
It was really good.
But that is what we have on production. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with let's say visuals. Let's do that.
Cool.
Hello. We are back with visuals. She has 2 off of the project. One for her intro, Toxic, and then the other for Who the Fuck is Michelle.
Who the fuck is Michelle?
Anyways.
That was my best impersonation, Jayme. I'm sorry. You sung better than that. I promise you did, bro.
Maybe y'all can harmonize.
Yeah, you know, I'll be in the background. Who the fuck is Michelle? In the background. Yeah.
We gonna take a look at these and we gonna talk about them.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah,
that's funny as fuck, because Jayme asked me to be in a Michelle video.
You should've.
No, I did, because she literally texted me and was like, yo, what's good? Like, you got a girlfriend? Because I don't know yet. And I was like, yeah. She's like, I'm not trying to get on. I mean, we cool. So she's like, I'm not trying to get on with you. I'm just trying to know because I need somebody with a beard for this video. And I was like, all right, I need to find out the, you know, semantics of the video. I never seen this. Yeah, semantics of the video. But she was telling me, and I was like, yeah, that's cool.
He left me all alone. Said I was stupid. You blocked my number in your phone. You would have thought right there I knew exactly what to do. But for some crazy reason, I ran right back to you.
Next video we're going to be looking at is the only other visual of the project is who the fuck is Michelle? Because we don't know. We better not know, because you gonna have the whole city after you after this video.
You know what I'm saying? The whole motherfucking, you know what I mean?
But alright, let's figure out who Michelle is. Alright.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Where the fuck is she?
Tell the truth. We have the hair, we have the gun.
This is a 27. I'm a 6 person, and this is not my color.
Not your color, not your gun. So if we were to dust the same gun for fingerprints, we won't find it?
Nope, not gonna find it. Not mine. Can I go?
Yeah. You can go.
Oh, y'all cute.
Welcome home, baby. Can I take your coat, please? And are you hungry, baby? Or tell me, did you already eat? Oh, can you take your shoes off? I got the carpet clean last week. And before you get too comfortable on that couch, answer a question for me. Who the fuck is Michelle? Oh, you thought I didn't know about Michelle? And before you get to lying through your teeth, I got your shit inspected sitting next to me. I even folded up your shirt, your pants, your drawers, your socks so neatly. And don't you ever forget I made you who the fuck you are. And all that motivation you've got, baby, I made you who the fuck you are. So when the next bitch fall in love with your ass, I better get my congrats. I made you who the fuck you are, nigga. So when you hit that door, don't look back and don't regret. I made you who the fuck you are. Oh, don't get the front now, like I wasn't holding it down. And don't you put the blame on me, 'cause you've got insecurity.
So Michelle dad.
She had, you know what? Sometimes you gotta pull a power and go in the woods and just off a motherfucker.
She
like,
got attacked.
hit the soldier boy.
I was weak. The video deToxic I really liked. It was simple.
Yeah.
It was the perfect video for an intro. I thought
Yeah.
it was interesting that she chose to have her intro be a visual. I wonder if she knew that was gonna be her intro.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's interesting that she would choose that to be one of her visuals.
I always want to go with the idea that everybody's steps are calculated, and I think that was whoever made that decision still made a good move.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it didn't necessarily need to be a video, but it still was good. Like,
I wish
it's
the
good to
chant
go.
would have been in there though. Like,
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah.
the end,
Oh, yeah, yeah. When everybody was
I wish
going.
you would have done like a montage of like different people in different settings.
And
like,
who knows? That probably came. That was probably that last look. We got an hour before
Right,
the
right, we
album
gotta
get
go.
in. We gotta get this
We
in.
gotta go.
Sneak this shit in. Niggas like they listen to whole
they had
shit.
deadlines. Like,
Something is missing. Oh yeah, on the first song.
Let's
we
go
gonna
ahead.
Put, you know what I mean? Like, so that's probably what that was. But it was good. I like the video.
I like the video too. I really like the Michelle video too. The only critique that I have is the part, and this is just a personal preference. I wouldn't even really call it a critique.
Okay.
But like the part where she's in the woods, right? And so she get Michelle down, and then she goes back to that bridge where, well, hold on, baby, I didn't mean those things. I wish we would have flashed back to her talking to the dude. Now I've confronted you with Michelle. Now you see that I know who Michelle is, nigga. But you got to take care of yourself. And then when she went back and was like, I ain't forgot about Michelle. We could have went back to the woods, and then she could have still had that in the scene.
Yeah. Just to recap, just to go back to say.
That is the only thing that I feel. That's the only thing that I would have changed about the visual. That's
important though, because I think it would have brought it more full circle.
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
she was kind of talking to him, but like yelling at her, like in the video. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it was still dope. It was still dope. But like, I would have switched that last part up.
I agree. Not because I didn't even think about that. It would have brought it more. It would have made it a little bit more climate. It would have brought the whole
because then it's
right
like,
because
then she's like, I ain't forgot about Michelle, and then Michelle over here in these woods about to die.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah. That's the only thing I would have changed. But I love the visuals. Shout out to Timeless Recordings and Dre Shot This. Because those were the videographers behind her visuals, and they both did phenomenal jobs.
Good. They were really good, man. Yes. Good cuts, definitely good quality.
Yep.
And, Michelle was the right video to do, because that's something that's that extra, like, that thing, like, it's a thing, who the fuck is Michelle?
Yeah.
And she knows it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to have that to be the visual as well, is really good.
Speaking of Michelle, I was weak though. She was like, I'm about to change my license plate, and she posted a status because I guess she has like a.
Yeah.
And she was like, I gotta change because people keep pulling up on me.
Yeah. That money, listen, I'm gonna tell you, bro. That money over there with Jayme Shaye and Timeless, they said the money ain't funny. Yeah. Okay, I feel you. You know what I mean? You gotta change that motherfucker, man.
Could you imagine, bro, being in the mall and they just like, who the fuck
man,
is
you know what I'm saying? Pulling up at the light, beating, hitting switches.
and they talking about something.
It's the hood niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? They from goddamn the slums, bro. Pull up, drop it.
Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey. Who the fuck is Michelle? That shit hard, nigga. Zoom.
And it go, bro.
Yeah. Light hit green. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. Good shit.
That's funny as hell.
Good shit.
That was all we got for visuals. We'll be right back with collaborations. Bing. Bing. So collaborations, she was strategically smart about this because she didn't have a lot of collaborations on her debut album. She only had one. This ghost named Dante Banks. Can't find nothing on him. And he got kids and stuff. But you go to his about, bro, it's nothing.
Maybe on Instagram.
No, he's not. But the collab was dope. I like how, because I feel like when a lot of people talk about the whole like baby mama situation,
right,
you only get one perspective of it.
Right.
And so I really like that she chose to give a dual perspective of it, and I think that he did a good job executing it, because it's like,
and apparently he got a baby mama.
Yeah, so it's like he could feel it. So maybe that's why she chose it.
Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe
she's like, I need somebody who gonna feel this.
Who got these kids?
Who got the kids?
Just having that one feature is really good, because when you kind of go on a hiatus, I think the appropriate thing to do
is to showcase yourself.
To come back, showcase yourself, smack them in the head. I'm back. I'm gonna do this press run. Here's my skill.
Fuck with. I liked the concept of the song. I don't know if they wrote it together or if that was something that she wrote and she was like, okay, I need to bring somebody in. But regardless, I thought it was really dope. And I think this entire album with it, because a lot of people like to classify it as a heartbreak album.
Right.
But I think it's more so a growth album, because I see, like, when I listen to this album as a whole, what I hear is a girl on the journey to self-love and self-worth, and realizing like, this nigga corny as fuck.
Right.
And I ain't corny. Like,
there's a lot of women that I know who are in these situations where there's a thin line between they're in a situation like Jayme Shaye talks about, but they're not aware.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're not aware, and they don't know that they're, you know, being sucked in and being used or whatever the case is. So it's a difference when you have somebody like Jayme showcase that, okay, I'm aware and I'm putting it out there on Front Street, and I'm aware of everything you did wrong. Because of guys, we could be manipulative. You know what I'm saying? We could be manipulative to the point where if it wasn't me, it was one of my homies that did it, where we'll do something completely wrong. And then you'll find out about it, you'll get upset with it, and it's like, hold on, all I gotta do is use this little mouthpiece. You know what I mean? No, you stupid, you
why
crazy,
would you even,
you tripping, why is you even, then y'all sit there and think like, hold on, wait a minute.
Why did I do that?
Maybe I am tripping, like this nigga did just cheat on me, but he had a reason to cheat on me.
But
like,
I wasn't at home. I
should have been at home.
I should have been here. All I wanted was dinner. Like,
right. You know what I'm saying? All he wanted was some Grippos and some goddamn great flavor.
But I think that really addresses the double standard in society, because a lot of men are, you know what I'm saying, they come up being taught to play the game, you know what I'm saying, to this. And then women are taught to then worship and to be the, you know, the back thing. So it's like, she kind of called light to that, like, yo.
She called light to it and called her body doing it. Good collabos, man. Good showcase, too.
Good decision on collaborations. That was great. We are about to go to our final category, and that is artistry, which we will be back in just a second. Last category, certainly not the least category, is artistry. And that's just overall, like, how the album presented itself, her rollout, everything. And that was 100%. Regardless of how you feel about the album, her songs, whatever, her rollout was perfect. It was perfect. She had everything. She had everything you could want. She had merchandise. She had physical copies. She was everywhere, like, streaming-wise. You could get it anywhere. And she had, like, she was everywhere. She was doing interviews. She started making appearances. Like, I don't know if she got a team telling her what to do.
I think it's a good group behind her, and it's funny as hell because I just remember me and God Dude had did an interview for Jayme for her. I don't know if she's, maybe I shouldn't talk about that.
No, go ahead.
There's a documentary that I think you coming out with. I don't know if that's what you said last time I saw you, if you're still gonna use it. But me and Jayme had did an interview. Well, me and God Dude did an interview for her album deToxic. And the funny thing is, this is in like November, and like I remember literally that day, she was like, it's like 190 some days until deToxic dropped. So, and she put it in y'all calendars, and it's funny because I remember back then she had like the album cover, and it literally said something along the lines of like 200 days left until blah blah, and she literally updated it like every day. 199 days left, 198 days left, 100 days left, 57 days left, 32 days left. And it was like, God damn, bro, like we all knew about it, you know, and that's important especially when you're coming out from that hiatus, to come out and to make sure you have that right team behind you, to make sure you got the visuals, to make sure that you got the professional photo ops, whatever the case is, for the Instagram, for your Facebooks, for your social medias and things of that nature, to make sure that you have the documentary that we had shot with you, to make sure that you have all that. That's important because a wise man once told me, Chris Crooks, wise man once told me that you can never get your rollout back. That rollout is one time only. We can listen to deToxic
years from now,
the day it came out, years from now, but how it was rolled, the beginning steps before it actually hit the world, before you release that art out to the world, you can never get that back.
And her follow-up is great. Like, she, like, literally on Facebook, all I fucking see is Jayme Shaye, Jayme and Monty, bro. That's it.
All day, every day.
That's my whole Facebook. And it's like her follow-up, and then with this barbecue that I'm coming to, and everything. It's like her follow-up is good too. She's been doing performances. She's been active, even like she was up at the Wiz with Sharif not too
Yeah,
long ago.
yeah. The song on the radio.
So her follow-up is good too. I think overall, like regardless of how you feel about her album, her artistry, you can't take anything away from that because her work ethic, she is definitely.
She's definitely about it. She's definitely really pretentious as far as how she does the work as well. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between, you know, coming in, you know, just like you said, a lot of people think that it's just uploading a beat and then just going, and it's like, nah, you know, I know she'll take double takes or whatever. I haven't seen her record in years, but it's like, I know she'll take those extra takes. I know she'll sit down, she'll write it out, and honestly, she writes all her own music as well, which is another important thing because with R&B singers, you don't have to necessarily write your music because what you're mainly showcasing is your vocal, your voice and your vocal ranges. But the fact you do that and you write your own music, kudos.
Yeah.
Really good rollout, really good team.
It is.
Really good before and post promo.
Yeah,
you know
it's consistent. It's good. I like it. I like her artistry. I think that, especially like you said, to go from a hiatus and then to debut yourself to the world I wouldn't have done it any different. Like she did it really well. Like you could tell she really thought about this. She calculated it. She waited until she had every piece of the puzzle, and then was like, boom, in your face. In your face.
Good.
So I liked it. It was good. Artistry was dope. We're going to take just one quick break. We're going to talk about grading, and then we'll be back.
Yeah.
Each category is out of 20 points. So she has the potential to get 100 points. So we have to agree on a score of 20 for each category, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. So
you only fuck me when you drunk. I only come when I'm on top. You only give it to me when you feel like it. Never when I want that shit. Only give it to me when you got the time. Never wanna show my mind. Ooh, baby, baby, ooh, baby.
We have come to a decision. It was actually a pretty easy one. We didn't even really battle or nothing. We was on the same page.
It was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
There was no reason to battle it out. Pretty much, it was
same page. But deToxic, Jayme Shaye's debut album, received a total of 89 out of 100 points. I think that's the highest score we've ever given on the show.
89 is very high because, you know, the beauty about it is we don't, again, how Kai and Norm, they have the show set up is that you can't just go in again and be like, man, all right, it's out of 100, y'all. What y'all want to give her?
No.
I want to say 95. I want to say 90, whatever the case is. But we just broke it down to each one, did whatever numbers we wanted to get, talk about it. And then once we calculated everything up, it ended up being 89. We're at the point we got to raise the bar to comparing your music to industry level.
Yeah, because it'll never get there if it's separate.
And 89 is very high to compare. Like this is an album that I can see being played all over the country for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So like 89 to me is suitable, very high, very well deserved,
I think so.
Very justified. We hope you're happy because it's good. It spoke to it.
I really think I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I genuinely think this is the highest score we've ever given out on the show. I don't think anyone's ever gotten that high. You know,
niggas being niggas not giving a fuck. You know, the 89 mean a 90 to me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the motherfucker. You round that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? You got a weighted motherfucking curve at home. You know what I'm talking about? So shit, that motherfucker 90, but yeah, 89.
89 out of 100. Shout out Jayme Shaye. Shout out to Vince.
Proud.
Yes. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. Shout out FOP.
Yeah.
Hashtag Club Exit.
Club Exit is on the way, and I'm telling you, okay, now we pulling the Jayme. I'm letting you know right now. I'm about to go.
Bro, I'm about to be official.
I'm about to be crazy with it. I got one feature on it only, and I'm telling you right now, I'm about to act the whole ass. I'm about to act the whole fool like the stove. Okay.
Hey, I'm happy for it. If you haven't yet, if you just living under a rock, go check out deToxic. It's everywhere.
Everywhere, bro.
Literally.
Real niggas got it on Tidal. So.
Oh, is that the case?
Yeah, we got it on Tidal. You know what I mean? We Tidal boys out here. We trying to make sure.
Apple Music.
We trying to make sure these artists eat. You know what I'm talking about?
But as always, I am your girl, call me Kaya, and this is Alan for president.
Yeah. West Side 45.
Cincinnati Flava in your ear. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
RSVP thing though, I did.
Man, I guess it's the thing now. It's the new
I
wave.
did peep it. Like, it was crazy. If you go on the fucking barbecue page, you'll see I liked all the shit, bro. I just missed the RSVP.
Right. Go reaching up. Tell me to shut up, man.
The Flava in your ear is heavy-hearted to pronounce that, or to announce that Norm could no longer be a part of the show, just with pre-work environments and family requirements and things like that. He didn't really have the time to commit that he wanted to, so we both decided that it would be best for him and for the show if he just take a step back and focus on his personal things that he has going on. I'm sure he'll be featured on many future episodes, and I wish him nothing but greatness and happiness, and that is still my homie. Don't be trying to start no mess. We ain't beefing. That's my nigga.
Even though I ain't on the show and I'm just a special guest, shouts out to Norm. Yeah. What up, though? What up,
He will
though?
forever be the norm, and I'm sure you guys will be seeing him soon.
Yeah.